Hello and welcome to my reaction video. We're not gonna
Welcome back to Video and Stuff. I'm the producer.
Alright, this is gonna be a voiceover, mainly because the video kinda screwed up the recording. So this will be fun, hopefully. And sorry that I had to voice over this video, but I had to mainly because my voice was way too low and the video was like very loud. So hope you guys enjoy, and let's see what we got.
That's right. As a matter of fact, Janeka and I have been working together on Dragon Ball Legends for some time now, and one of our goals is to create more content for the community. Probably you have seen a few of our new social media posts on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, so we're already working on other kinds of content, like a video tutorial series that's in the work right now, so hopefully that will help new beginning players.
Okay.
Rest assured that we will make everything to make sure that the development team and the community come closer together.
That's something I'm personally looking forward to as well, because at the end of the day, we have the team working on the game, but we're not truly professionals at really making ourselves too public outside. So these two will definitely, hopefully,
maybe, but in the same time, maybe actually listen to the entire community, especially when they're talking about like PvP and Chrono Crystals.
So that's something big that we have been working on for quite a long time, actually, and I'm hoping that many players are having fun. Or, if they're not, we would definitely like to hear the voices of that so that we can work on it. As
I'll come with a voice. My opinion is maybe give us better rewards and make it actually mean something, and the tournament participation points. Don't make like a limit, like only 5, and restore 1 for 5 hours, because you're pretty much gonna finish the mode or the pre-season. We managed to finish the pre-season like a week, which is a long time. We could have finished it in like 2 or 3 days. So this is just my opinion, by the way. If you guys have a better or a different opinion, then maybe say your opinion in the comments, unless this video gets taken down. The Ultra rarity, by the way, is actually really cool. The new Ultra Goku is so cool. His animations, his art, his everything is just god tier, and you can definitely tell they put in a lot of work with this Goku. And yes, obtaining him is a little hard, but I also say soul boosting needs what do you call it? A tweak, because it takes far too long. The medals you gather too slow, and this guy will not get soul boosted in pretty much soon at all. You need a stupid ton of rare medals to actually you know, how do you call it? You need a ton of rare medals to soul boost this guy, and the souls, they're a little expensive, and you need a lot. You need a lot, but a lot of rare medals. You need probably like 1,000,000 or so. And you cannot obtain these so easily. Let's see what they got. Yes, the art is amazing
as a whole, and also it makes sure that you can tell as a whole that the rarity, that is Ultra, is something clearly distinguishable from other characters.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah.
By the way, sorry for the like weird face expressions. I recorded this with face cam because I wanted you guys to see my reactions, but if I make weird faces, I hope you guys can have a laugh. Anyways, let's see what we got.
190 something questions left in our hands from that point on.
Yeah. And I also heard that 200 of those questions were about you. Asking questions about you. So how do you feel about that?
Well, some of them were very much personal, so no, I'm not going to answer all of them. But yeah, we'll try to answer as much as possible in terms of gameplay, in terms of Dragon Ball Legends. I don't know about the personal ones.
Yeah.
Maybe take me out to dinner somewhere. I don't know.
You hear that?
Yeah. Okay, so let's start with those questions.
Yeah, so I have question 1. When looking at specific characters, it says they activate the following effects on themselves at the start of battles. How long will the effective abilities last when activation time is not specified?
I'm gonna answer this with my opinion. I would say probably they last permanent unless they say something like effects reset when characters switch to standby or stuff like that. And this is my opinion, by the way. The answer can be different or not, but I think they're permanent. Most likely, because if they don't give a timer count, then I don't think they want it to be limited. They may want it to be permanent, in my opinion. And by the way, I was scratching my nose because I had a very weird itch on my nose for no reason. I don't know why, but let's see. What's actually the answer?
So, for those of you who may want to keep close count of how long that buff is lasting, they should maybe pay attention to the top left corner of the screen and kind of subtract the time from that point on, which I understand is a difficult feat, especially in PvP. So in the future, maybe we'd like to make these count times or these kind of time left that you have on certain buffs a lot more visibly distinguishable. And we understand that that's an issue. But another rule is if it doesn't specify a time, it usually won't go away. It's something of a semi-permanent effect. And the reason I say semi is because there are certain characters that will cancel your buffs. There are certain characters that can use their main abilities or their special card and get rid of your buffs, and that's when it goes away, obviously. But aside from that, it usually stays with your character, and then there are also the buffs that says not cancelable, which aren't cancelable, as we like to think is very clear. Yeah, it's very, we'd like to think it's clear and simple, meaning they're literally permanent, and as long as you have that character out, it will be buffing that character in the sense that should be explained in the ability.
Okay, all right. Awesome answer. Second question now. So, does the management team sometimes disagree on things like abilities or elements?
I wouldn't say sometimes.
I imagine
it usually starts out with a disagreement.
They do. Like, not everybody is gonna be like agreeing with everyone.
How character
this is my opinion.
Not just in the sense of
let's see what the actual answer
of what players
is.
are using,
like, I also want to give my opinion in these like questions, by the way.
Not just players,
so
but
yeah.
Us
Again,
as,
sorry for the weird expressions.
As well, would like
I don't
to
know
see
what's
certain
wrong with me.
play out differently. So we want certain characters to be as strong as possible, obviously. And then there's people like me that says, no, please don't. And there's lots of arguments that goes on. And usually it takes about a few weeks prior to it being released in terms of tweaking and balancing. And there's much discussion, but we'd like to think it's a healthy discussion. And also, the disagreement that we have isn't something of an unhealthy one where we just simply want to make certain characters stronger than something else, or we want to push out certain tags more than others. We want to make sure that the environment as a whole is, I wouldn't say entirely fair, because at the end of the day, if everything is viable, nothing is viable. So we want to make sure that there's different choices, there's different ways of making a complex rock, paper, scissors system where certain characters are definitely stronger than others, but those characters are weaker against other characters, and that cycle goes on.
Yeah, the meta has to change at some point. So yeah, for the third question, which character did you have the hardest time creating? I've been curious for this.
So, the biggest character that comes to mind is Ultra Instinct Saiyan Goku. This has been
I think
mentioned a
it
few
makes
times, and I hope
sense
you guys
because this is a
so
really
many
unique
teeth
character.
all the time.
Like,
trying to
they
get
had to
it.
really balance him out, and they also needed to make him like really, really
as a
cool.
Legends Limited
So I
character,
can
we wanted to make sure
understand
that it had
um
very strong
ha,
assets
that they took
in terms of just
a lot of
fighting on
a
its
lot of
own.
effort. They
And
put
we
in
wanted
a
to
lot
make
of
sure
effort
that with his unique
with these
ability, the unique gauge that he has, he
with
stood out.
with his
But at the same
abilities
time,
and stuff
I
like
mean,
that.
I'm
So
pretty sure many
it's
people when they first read
understandable,
it, it says
and
it
I think
dodges
they
just
did a great
strike
job because
attacks,
he
blast
looks
attacks, stun attacks. It's
amazing.
like, okay, so
He just
this
looks
guy's basically
amazing.
invincible, right? But if that was the case, as I kind of said earlier, then it would just be a boring game of everybody has to use Goku. So we wanted to make sure that he had his weaknesses. So in that sense, the balancing was very difficult because if the weakness was too great, then it's unfun. You know, it's just not. It won't be fun. So we wanted to make sure that he had his strong damage, high output, but made sure that if you did screw up, if you did get hit, you're going to be in for a ride, and you're going to have to be careful with using him. So he is a character that, in terms of balancing, was difficult to tweak, and also in terms of just graphical technology. This is something that we answered in the previous Ask Stuff too, but we took so much longer than the average character in terms of just
By the
making this
way,
character
I had
look
to like
good and
put these
making
like
sure that
black
everybody's smartphone
things
could handle it.
because
How much
I was
time
just getting
actually?
notifications and they
Honestly,
were
the
showing up on
discussion
the
itself
screen
started
because of
like
the
more than half a year
stupid
before its
new
release. So
software
I don't know
update
when
for
I should
Samsung,
define
and
how long it took.
it
Well, it
sucks.
was
I
definitely worth
hate
it because
this
I love playing
update
with
for
it.
this
I
reason.
will
Like,
let you know once I
notifications
finally
just pop in
yeah, hopefully soon.
on the
So,
screen and I can
yeah, the
accidentally
next
touch
question,
them, and
a little
especially
bit
when I'm in
tricky.
like
So
PvP or
there's a
stuff like
girl
that,
I like in the
then
class next
it's a
door.
bad
I
time.
always attack her with
By the
my
way, this
strike
question is so
arts, and
hilarious.
she keeps
This
avoiding
this
me
is one of the
with
best
vanishing
questions
steps.
I've ever
How can I
heard
make sure
from
my
anyone.
rising rush will reach
This
her?
was really
It's deep.
original and
That
I
is
loved
deep,
it.
but romantic
Let's see
in a
how
way.
Toshi's
Did
gonna
you write
answer
this,
it.
or was this really in the questions?
Are we in school? I don't know. Maybe.
I swear to God, I did see some silly questions in the list of the 1700 questions. Some of them were really like just simple, saying, "Can we have more chrono crystals?" But like that one's just, you know what?
At least it's original.
Yeah, it's very original. You know, I suggest you bringing maybe Majin Buu and making sure that she can't switch characters. Maybe I have no idea how to answer this, but there are certain characters that stops you from using switch covers. So if you don't want them to dodge, yeah, those characters are what I suggest.
Well, I hope he doesn't.
Yeah. Please let us know. Please let us know what happened.
Then I have another question. Will Candy Vegito ever be made?
The strongest candy in the world? Yeah. Personally, I would love to see
Yeah, I
it.
think
Yes.
some of you guys
Probably
maybe
Dragon
can
Ball
hear
Legends, it would literally be just
the
a
really
dot
low
flying in the
voice
air.
I had in the
But,
freaking video.
no, we have no
It's
plans
so
for it
bad.
yet.
I can't
Maybe in
believe.
the future.
I can't
Who knows,
believe
right?
it. It looks so awkward.
And the last question
And
is actually
I
about
wish
the
they added
legendary
Candy
finishes.
Vegito.
So
Like,
for moves that
that would
weren't
be
in the
so
original
hilarious.
manga or
Maybe
anime,
next
like
Easter,
Super Saiyan
hopefully.
Vegito or
But
Super
I don't know.
Saiyan God, Super
This one
Saiyan
is also
Vegito, how do you
really cool.
decide
I
how
want to
to
see the
bring
answer
them
to
to
this.
Legends?
So, when we first created the legendary finishes, we wanted to make sure that iconic scenes that everybody loved and wanted to reenact were basically brought to an entirely different tier of their own. But at the same time, little by little, we had not just the fans, but on our end as well, wanting to see characters that were just generally hype in general, very popular characters in general. And those characters usually are popular for, like, just their existence, basically, not just a single move. So we had to figure out ways of providing, picking up certain aspects of the character that would just, not just in terms of anime or other Dragon Ball forms of art, just not just being accurate, but making sure that they were cool without, I wouldn't say disappointing the fans, but without letting them okay, let me rephrase it. We wanted to provide the characters without always letting the players know what to expect. So Vegito is a good example. Everybody knew they wanted Vegito to be a high-tier character, a very strong character. We wanted to provide the character in the best possible scenario. But like earlier you said, like Vegito has multiple forms, and his fight was kind of long against Majin Buu. And that entire series, that entire arc is what made him popular, so we couldn't even pick up on something. So we wanted to bring an entirely original idea to him. So we chose the character first, and then we tried to elevate him to that tier of legendary finish.
Thank you so much for answering all the questions. That is it for now, but maybe next time we'll answer some more, and I hope you will answer them, even if they're silly.
In fact, I'd like to see more of our players ask us silly questions too on the SNS. So we're not going to just simply look at the previous 1,700 questions that were asked. We're definitely going to keep picking them up as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, definitely ask them.
Yeah, we are there. We are reading your questions, your comments, everything. So please just share whatever you want.
And we still want to know how it turns out for the guy in the classroom and the girl.
Yeah, okay. That's weird, but yeah.
Let's move on to the next segment, Legends Update Info.
Oh, ambitious edition.
So this one is going to be something of more of a ambiguous or things that we'd like to do in the future, not something that it's going to be necessarily updated next month or before the anniversary and such. So we want everybody to know that this is something that we're focusing on. For an example, we're definitely trying to
This is just like updates
That's good to hear.
they're gonna make in for the game in the future, either tomorrow, either like in a couple of months or stuff like that. It's not necessarily like every single one of the updates. It's actually going to be implemented like tomorrow after the maintenance is over, or like next week or stuff like that. Some of them can be implemented like after the third anniversary or stuff like that.
Extreme,
so
it helps the
just
players
to let you guys know,
make sure that they can take those characters and play as they want. And we understand that there's lots of choices. There's, in fact, some of them are named similarly to each other. That's something that we understand is an issue. Like, there's just different characters laughing or shouting, and some of them is really difficult to distinguish. So in the future, we're going to make sure that those are a lot more easily distinguishable between each equipments, and also players will be able to find out what kind of equipments are being used by top-tier players.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, but like I see a lot of players who, for example, don't use any equipment in the co-op or PvP, and you know that's also one of the reasons we decided to create the new tutorial series, because we also want to explain maybe if they don't know how to do that, but yeah, equipment is extremely important.
Yeah, it can definitely get confusing, because indeed what you said, Tosha, there's so many different ones of the same characters, and I'm just like, okay, but I have, Android 18, do I have to use all these matching equipments, or do I go for others? It is definitely a lot.
So, most players that are very hardcore usually have their own direction that they want to take the party into. But for those of you who still don't know what to do, or who have the characters but don't know which one to equip, we're hoping that this suggestion system, sort of the recommendation system in the future, will help them out and basically make their party one step or maybe more, even beyond, stronger than what they have right now.
Yeah, cannot wait for that.
Yeah, it will be awesome.
Another thing is making the multi-Z power easier to use. So I'm pretty sure many people have their opinions on the multi-Z power, like why can I only carry 3, or why do I have to keep going back and forth to use it? As for the numbers, we don't want people to stock up and then use it on a new character and just spam it into one character. We want to make sure that this is a reward that everybody can constantly get, but at the same time we'll have to use immediately, so that we don't have to worry about having people stockpile it. But right now the system is kind of made to force you to go back and forth between different menus, and that's something that we didn't really want for the players to experience either. It was kind of a system requirement of sorts that we kind of had to do, and this is something that we're definitely going to fix in the future. So we hope that players look forward to that, especially for those of you who are always grinding for the high-tier difficulties and just constantly using the multi-Z powers. I understand your sentiments in that it's a bother, it's a hassle. I think so as well, especially the ones in the guild shop. Those are so annoying to use. I am in the same boat as you, and we're definitely going to make those a lot easier to use.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad to not have to go to my inbox as much as all the time then.
Yeah.
And another function that we'd like to work on is making sure that certain characters having bonus ability buffs in certain content are a lot more easily distinguishable. Right now, certain events, like you take in certain characters, allow you to get more drops, more rewards for that content. Yeah. Those are written in the in-game info, but not many people obviously read it, and I don't want to have to force you to read it as well. So we want to make sure that those are easier to decide on when basically challenging the content itself, when going to that event and just looking at your party, and maybe the game will tell you the character that you have in your party right now will give you more bonus buffs or give you more drops. So those are something that we want to make sure are a lot more visibly distinguishable. Well, this is something of the buff itself. We wanted to provide in the early days, and we prioritized implementing the buff itself over the UI. So that's why it ended up being as it is right now. So it was, at the end of the day, we don't intend for the players to have to slog through different screens and suffer before playing.
Yeah,
we want them to keep playing. We want them to just simply play as they like. And we hope everybody understands that the stress that people feel, those are something that we feel as well and would like to see go away.
Well, hopefully all of these improvements will eventually come to the game. We probably are going to, update all the players about this. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Keep an eye out on social media.
All right, and I think there's one more update that we're trying to work on is recovering your energy. Everybody requires energy to keep playing their content. Right now, there is the option of recovering your energy using chrono crystals or through your tank. But you have to use one energy to spend your chrono crystals, and it's a bit of a hassle. So those kind of minor tweaks, limitations will go away in the future. And also another thing that we'll probably try to make sure to implement is allowing for players to get rid of adventures that they don't need, because those fill up very quickly.
Very quickly, especially if playing PvP, it's always full, basically, trying to find the right ones.
As of this recording, it's not implemented, but for all we know, some of these systems could be already implemented when the video goes live.
Well, if you do and you like the changes, definitely let us know.
Yeah, we will also be looking forward to that, 100%.
Good evening. Welcome to Legends News. A new character is coming to Legends. Normally, we showcase new characters that appear in the Legends All-Stars, but today we have something more special. This time, we have an
I was so excited when I heard this, because this is one of my favorite characters of all time. Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I screamed so hard until my throat actually hurt. It was... If you guys play Dragon Ball Legends, then I think you guys can understand that this is something else. In a good way, obviously. Like, the hype for this is insane. It was just insane for me. So yeah, I'm really excited for tomorrow.
What a fight. Legends Limited Super Saiyan 4 Goku is coming. On top of having a rescue type cover change ability, this Goku is an incredible attacker whose damage dealt increases from the start of the battle and every time he's faced with an enemy, making him a very versatile character. He also gets various buffs whenever his allies are defeated. Get him angry enough and his ultimate is basically a one-shot kill. That's it for Legends News. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So many players must be super excited for this edition of Super Saiyan 4 Goku because we've seen so many requests for GT characters.
That's right. Like, I can tell you that I am extremely excited as well. Like, I cannot wait for this character to finally be available. So, yeah, looking forward to it, like everybody else.
So I'm not going to say anything definitive, but I will say we are totally focusing on GT one way or another with the addition of this new Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So I hope everybody looks forward to that character.
I think they will be extremely happy about that.
All right, so in terms of new Dragon Ball Legends news, that's it for today. But this is you two's first appearance in video and stuff. How was it?
Well, I loved it. I had a lot of fun, especially talking to you, Toshi, and Yaneka, and creating this piece of content for the community. So yeah, let's see what happened.
Yeah, so I also had a lot of fun. It was really fun being here on videos and stuff. And if you have feedback for us, let us know on social media, Twitter and Facebook. Also, what you would like to see on social media. And maybe we can mean something for you. So thank you so much also, Toshi, for having us. And
really looking forward to how this community engagement grows to be in the future. So I hope everybody voices their feedback so that we can pick up on it and make Dragon Ball Legends and these video and stuff too better than ever.
Yeah, thank you again.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so thank you guys, everybody, for watching this, and I will see you guys next time.
Bye!
Thank you, bye.
Bye. Alright then. Was that it? Or is there something new? That could be a secret. They tend to do these. Let's see. Nope. It's over. Okay then. Then everyone's saying F. So this is the original video. I'm also gonna link it in the description. Watch it for yourself. If you guys don't want what do you call it? If you guys don't want to just hear me like screaming and talking, watch the original video. This is the original thumbnail, by the way. This is the first time they ever brought girls to video and stuff, actually, and they seem pretty cool. So yeah, tomorrow's gonna be pretty fun. It's gonna be pretty fun. I'm gonna have to grind a lot of crystals for that Super Saiyan 4 Goku, because Super Saiyan 4 Goku is one of my favorite characters, with Super Saiyan 4 being my favorite form and Goku being one of my favorite characters in Dragon Ball. This is gonna be hype, and he looks something else. He does not look like an ordinary character. Just grabbing everybody, just punching with all his tricks and stuff. He looks like a much different character. Anyway, it's 5:31, so in half an hour this should be uploaded, or not. If not, like maximum an hour or 90 minutes. And I'm gonna be on Fortnite in 30 minutes to check out the new update, which I'm not gonna make a review for it, but I may say my opinions on Twitter, which I think I'm actually gonna link it in the description. I I suggest you guys check out my Twitter if you want to talk to me or see me active and stuff like that. Like, I'm really active on Twitter. So if you guys want to like chat with me or do stuff like that, I definitely recommend you to go there. This was a pretty fun video. I enjoyed it. Definitely not a disappointment. And I think this is gonna be the end. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was a little awkward to record, but I'll see you in the next video, which is probably gonna be a Fortnite video. If you guys don't want it to be a Fortnite video, again, check out my Twitter, because I'm gonna retweet the what the ideas for videos tweet from you guys. So I pretty much made a tweet where you guys tell me ideas of videos, because I'm I wanna make videos that you guys want, not just only what I want and you guys don't enjoy. I don't really want to I don't want to do that. I just want to have fun recording them and make you guys some enjoyable content, you know? Anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and let me know what do you think about all this stuff. Are you guys excited for Super Saiyan 4 Goku? Are you guys is not excited for him? Do you like the new girls here in this video and stuff? And do you guys want them to appear in more? Let me know your feedback in the comments and I'll see you next time. Peace out.